gentlemen. Oh, it's you know that if you ever seen that movie Up in Smoke with Cheech and Chong? Oh, he's heard it. Pomeranian's heard it. This reminds in here right now reminds me of that part where, like, when they first like get driving, and then Cheech is like, "Hey man, how's my driving?" And he's like, "I think we're parked, man." And it's like just all hotboxed. It's like
yeah.
It's like what happened here. Oh.
But I'm ready. I'm so excited. This is season 1 finale. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have come across the journey with us, and we thank you for that. You've been with us in the beginning of Roswell.
Through so much fuckery.
So much fuckery through Project Blue Book fuckery. Through
Majestic 12 fuckery.
12 fuckery. Through Kennedy fuckery. NASA fuckery.
We made it through the Forbidden Dome.
Forbidden Dome. We did make it through we made it through that all the way up through Bob Lazar.
Oh, Risky Bob.
Oh, Risky Bob. Bob, who worked with aliens, and well, he didn't work with aliens. He reverse engineered
alien technology.
Yes.
And
he was a pimp at the Honeysuckle.
At the Honeysuckle.
At the Honeysuckle. You loved it.
The best lore house in Area 51.
That's it. Just try it outside. Yep. Ugh. You ain't getting sucked off better at Groom Lake by any other place.
Nope.
You get on the Janet flight to literally...
And on the Big Blue Bus.
Big Blue Bus, and then next thing you know, you're with Janet.
Yes.
The real Janet. And then we learned that the New York Times wrote an article that said that the fucking government was like, guess what? We think they're legit now.
Yeah.
And we took 22 million of your tax dollars through black budgets, and we created a secret program called AATIP.
Yes.
Run by old Lou Elizondo. Mm-hmm. And they did all that investigating and whatnot. And we left that episode with, hey, what if this is all kind of bullshit?
Yeah.
What if this whole article is just sort of bullshit, sort of? And then you tuned in the following week, and we fucking played the old switcheroo.
We talked about Skinwalker Ranch.
We fucking did the switcheroo. We talk about Skinwalker Ranch. And then everybody was like, what
the Dino Beavers. Fucking Dino Beavers.
Dino Beaver. It's a real... I told you. We looked it up after the show.
We did.
And Dino Beavers.
Dino Beavers.
Yeah. And if you go back to that episode, you can hear about the Dino Beavers. It's just the last one. And look up the notes. There'll be a link about the Dino Beavers in the show notes. Yeah. And then, so here we are. Well, I guess the question is then, where do we go from here?
I don't know.
You left
could
us
go
on
so many places.
Well, we left everybody on a cliffhanger about that fucking article.
Yes. We need to clear that up.
Well, the government did take $22 million, and they really did put it into a black program, a black budget program, black file, to study UFOs. But it wasn't called AATIP.
What was it called?
It was actually called AAWSAP.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. AAWSAP, the Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program.
That is a mouthful.
Fucking mouthful. And what they did, but what's even crazier is they did more than just look at UFOs.
What else did they look at?
Ghosts.
Ooh, fun.
Paranormal. Dino Beavers.
Mothman?
Mothman.
Oh, I love the Mothman.
Lizard people. Shadow Men.
Richard Gere.
Did
you see that movie?
Oh, I thought you were...
Wasn't he in the Mothman prophecies?
Yeah. I thought this was gonna go a different way. I was waiting for like a gerbil to get brought up or something.
Oh no!
Because didn't he?
That was the rumor. Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't know. Anything's possible.
That's true. secret gerbil. But so there was this AAWSAP program, right? and it had, shocker, had nothing to do with Lou Elizondo.
No Lou?
No Lou. So like, first off, it's like, wait, what? Yeah, had nothing to do with that. So let's go back.
Okay.
There's a reason that we made people wait an entire week to find out what the fuck is going on with this New York Times article and why it's bullshit. And why we had to interject a little bit of Skinwalker Ranch into it. And the reason is, well, there's a couple reasons, actually, because we had to learn who Robert Bigelow was. We know the billionaire who ran Bass and NIDS and investigated that.
And went and bought it up.
And then we learned about our dear friend, George Knapp. Great investigative journalist, George Knapp. And how he wrote a book about Skinwalker Ranch. And that's where things get a little interesting. Because while we thought 22 million, AATIP, UFOs, the military.
Yeah.
What really happened was, and this is where shit gets strange.
Ooh.
So George Knapp writes this book, right? This about the Skinwalker Ranch. And then there's this guy, okay? His name, Dr. Lakatsky? Lakatsky. Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Lakatsky. Okay. James Lakatsky. A career intelligence analyst and rocket scientist. He spent much of his career working for the Defense Warning Office within the DIA. That sounds intense.
Yeah, that sounds important.
Yeah.
Like, you need a guy in there you can trust.
Yeah. Career intelligence analyst and rocket scientist.
Damn.
Like you can't even be like, oh, what do you think? You're some kind of rocket scientist?
Yeah, like,
he can be like,
yeah, I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Winner.
Fisherman's platter.
You've just won the fisherman's platter. So this guy, all right, is Dr. James Lakatsky. I'm fucking this name up.
Lakatsky.
That's it. Lakatsky.
Sounds like some detective. Lakatsky.
Get your badge and your gun on my desk,
Yes.
Lakatsky.
Yes.
Your badge and your gun on my desk. So, Lakatsky, this is where shit gets a little... You got to follow some of these lines, okay?
I'm trying.
So, Lakatsky happens to be friends with George Knapp.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Well, he reads this book about Skinwalker Ranch. And he says, is this for real? Like, because this could be like, if this is like legitimate, this could be a problem.
Yeah.
Like, someone should pay attention to this. and so he's like, he asked George Knapp, because he knew George Knapp knew Robert Bigelow.
Yes.
That if he could arrange, because Robert Bigelow kept that place on lockdown, right? Like, he didn't let...
He didn't let just anybody come in there and start looking for shit. No,
like NIDS was in there, that group that he put together with all the smart scientists to study the place, but like it was not open to the public. Not like now. Like that new fucking owner, Brendan Fugel, he with his stupid Netflix. Hold on, we're gonna stop this music.
Uh-oh.
Well, I told you last time, like it's like if you watch like a documentary, you know, on like something great, like a history of the world or something, right? And then you watch like a Saturday Night Live skit of like Cleopatra. That's the difference between like legitimate Skinwalker and then what this fucking guy's doing.
Okay.
It's just, go watch the show on Netflix and try to take it seriously. You can't.
A little dramatized.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. There's a whole series on YouTube from the New York Post, which fuck New York Post, but But he does some interesting things, and he goes out to Skinwalker Ranch currently and like calls them out on this stuff. And it's really funny. He points out something that I thought was really strange. He's like, and I don't know if there's a connection, but he tried to draw a line to like, is all of this weird paranormal shit happening because every member of your team is a Mormon?
What?
Yeah, I don't get it. But he was trying to draw that line, and I'm like, that can't. No, you're stretching. It's just they just happen to be Mormon. But I guess.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
I don't know.
I'd say that's a stretch.
Yeah. I wonder if Robert Bigelow was Mormon.
I have no idea.
Oh, I wonder if he was. Hold on. That's a good question. Was Robert Bigelow Mormon? And the answer is
I mean, Utah, there's a lot of Mormons.
It's a lot. Yeah. Mormon. Well, it's not on his, according to his Wikipedia, it's not on there. So,
okay.
But who knows? Maybe he is.
I don't know.
That'd be weird. But anyways, so this dude, Lakatsky. Hey, Lakatsky. Lakatsky read this, like I said, this book, bugged George Knapp, and said, George, I got to check this place out. Now, mind you, at this point, George had gone out to Skinwalker Ranch for the book, and they put him in a chair in the middle of nowhere at night, and he sat there, and nothing happened. Nothing. He saw nothing happen. All right. So Lakatsky goes out there, and literally within minutes, he's experiencing shit.
Really?
Yeah. He says he's seeing like orbs or black thing. He says he has an experience, is how he describes it. So real crazy, right? Yeah. So he immediately is like, there is something to this.
Okay.
So he goes back and he talks to his friend, Senator Harry Reid.
The Reidster again.
The Reidster. This is all connected.
It's so connected.
It's all connected. And that's what's crazy about all this stuff is the fact that if it was like one off here, one off there, one off here, one off there.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's the usual suspects and they are all connected. It's too much of a coincidence.
It is too much of a coincidence.
Called up Harry Reid and said, you need to look into this, right? So Harry Reid looks into this, whatever, thinks, yeah, there's something going on here and we need to be on top of it. But it wasn't UFOs just in the military. Like, that's the thing, right? So he went to Lakatsky and said, okay, write up a proposal. So Lakatsky wrote up a proposal, didn't say anything about UFOs or aliens or anything. Left it completely out. Wrote the proposal as if it was for a black budget fund operation for advanced weaponry studying. Hence the name. That's why this is weapons and that awesome thing. So the people, so in the line item, and when you read it in the bill, you're just like, oh, it's just like it's a Department of Defense weapon thing.
They're just studying some weapons.
That's all
they're doing.
That's it. No. Dino beavers.
Dino fucking beavers.
I mean, come on. Like, so it's kind of interesting because like you have this New York Times article, and so when you learn the truth, you have to ask yourself, how did they get it so wrong? Like, it's really wrong.
Where would you say they're most wrong?
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you where they're right.
Okay.
I can tell you where they're right. Like, the stories that they wrote in there about, like, the Tic Tac incident, the gimbal video, Commander David Fravor, and all of that, those are right. But, like, the fact that the $22 million was to start AAWSAP, or to start AATIP, wrong. It does sort of in the article say that like when it was started, Lou Elizondo was not the director, and then he became the director.
Yeah, but that's correct either.
No, because it was a whole different program. Like when AAWSAP was the mother program, and then eventually it spun off into AATIP.
Okay.
Which Lou did sort of, he ran that. But it's just interesting how like they left all of this out of that article. That this whole thing This whole thing is based on George Knapp's book.
Yeah, off the Skinwalker Ranch book.
That was written about Skinwalker Ranch, who at the time was owned by Robert Bigelow. Are we keeping up with all these names? Are we keeping track? This is important. Because we're gonna go another level deep.
Oh no.
So now we have an organization that has $22 million. And like most government things, what they did is they put out there, place your bids.
Mm-hmm.
They put out a call for bid, and how it works is different companies can look at the proposal and they put in their bid, and whoever bids the lowest while still maintaining what the goal is, then they generally win, right? Now, this is like an advanced aerospace weapon. I mean, you have people from the energy field, you have weapons manufacturers. I mean,
they're all taking a look at
I mean, you got Northrop Grumman or whatever that is. You have Lockheed Martin looking at this. I'm sure, space. So you got to have fucking like ULA. SpaceX maybe would look at something like this. There's all that fucking walking penis Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos could be looking at this.
It looks like a penis.
It looks like his head. Lazy eye and all. You ever noticed his lazy eye?
I try not to look at him.
It's like, hold on. I can't make fun of Jeff Bezos while there's serious music behind me. I can't. I read a thing that like a lot of his engineers came forward and was like, I wouldn't ride on our rockets.
Oh my God.
Also, like, have you seen the videos of like the different people that have gone up in there, like William Shatner and shit?
Yeah.
They got to pay?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Charging them like $1 million.
Oh, I thought he was just like, hey, Shatner, come take a ride.
No. Captain Kirk paid $1 million.
I felt so sad.
It fucked him up.
walking out of there and him trying to muster like the correct words to express how he was feeling in that great moment, and then you have all these people popping champagne in the background. Oh, I'm like, it's so sad.
Well, he was trying to, it's really interesting. If you've never seen the video, go look it up. The uncut version. You got to look at the like raw video, not the version that they made into like a little TV show.
Yeah,
they did some fucking crafty cutting.
Little music.
Well, not even just music, like the cutting, because like they completely cut out the part where like Shatner's trying to explain to Jeff Bezos about how it's like the blackest he's ever seen, to the cold of space. It really messed him up. Like it kind of depressed him. And he's like, everybody needs to see this, and this is important, and oh my God. Meanwhile, Bezos is there with some hot chick trying to spray champagne everywhere. Yeah. Just like looking over, what was that, Captain Kirk?
Yeah, just not even really giving him the time of day. It was it was so
and poor
depressing.
Captain Kirk's just sitting there just like, please put down the champagne and listen to me. And Bezos just like, look at my eye and my boat. I can't get out of the harbor.
I know.
Did you hear about that boat in the harbor? Did you hear about that?
No.
He had a super yacht built, right? Holy shit. Have you seen this thing?
No.
His fucking boat has a boat and a helicopter and a fucking...
His boat has a boat?
Probably. Yacht. So he had the fucking this stupid, ginormous super yacht built, right? And it's so big that they can't get it out of the shipyard to the ocean without dismantling some ancient old bridge.
What?
Yeah, and I guess it didn't like happen, but
so he's landlocked?
I don't know. They eventually figured something out, but there's like a little picture of it.
Jesus Christ. How many feet is that?
I don't know. Arkansas.
127 meters in length.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's really big. So, $50 million super yacht. Nothing says I don't think I have a small dick like a super yacht. The problem is you don't know if it's down or up. You know what sucks though is like Jeff Bezos was like, he started Amazon like as a hard-working guy, Yeah.
Like, oh no,
Like he didn't want to spend money. All he had was like a shitty banner over like head that said Amazon.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture.
And his desk, he didn't want to buy it, like spend money on a desk, so he took his door off the hinges and put it over 2 sawhorses, and that's still his desk, like, or that was until he left Amazon. Crazy.
Wow.
But he became obsessed and jealous of Elon and started his
He really got in shape, that's for sure.
And
He really got in shape.
He really
I was
got
like,
buff.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Complete transformation.
Oh, Jeff Bezos. So, you have to imagine how many different companies put in a bid to work on this thing. I mean, it's $22 million free dollars to help you develop cool things. So that means take a guess. Take a guess how many umpteen companies, if you were to just throw it in.
I'd say at least a dozen.
One. There it is, the one at the door. One.
Just one.
Just one. So obviously that one got it, right? Now, this wouldn't be that strange. This wouldn't be that much of a coincidence or like a strange part of the story. If it wasn't for the fact that one company was goddamn Robert Bigelow's bass.
What?
Robert Bigelow. So he fucking put in a bid to be like, well, my company will study this shit. Like, wait, hold on. Hold the fuck on. I hope people have a pad and a fucking piece of paper and a pencil and shit, and they're writing down how this goes. So in case you're not, let me recap for you. Okay, you got fucking crazy Skinwalker Ranch. You got UFO obsessed Robert Bigelow, who creates a team called NIDS years before any of this shit happens, and they study paranormal weird shit. Okay, so he buys this Skinwalker Ranch, fucking studies weird paranormal shit in Skinwalker Ranch. Okay, and then you got George Knapp, who comes to Skinwalker Ranch with his friend Robert Bigelow, and who is also friends with Senator Reed.
Yes.
And he writes a fucking book about Skinwalker Ranch. Well, that book gets in the hands of Lakatsky. Fucking, so it gets in the hands of the fucking Kotsky. So the book comes special delivery. That sound effect is new for this episode, so I'm really trying to get its mileage. So fucking Lakatsky gets the book by George Knapp, who is friends with Robert Bigelow and also friends with Senator Harry Reid.
Yes.
Reads it and says, there's something going on here.
We should offer some money.
We should study this. We should offer some money. And goes to fucking Senator Reid and says, hey, what do you think? Oh, that's a good idea. And then so fucking he writes a proposal and submits it. And only one company bids and gets it. Weird. Robert fucking Bigelow.
Motherfucking Bigelow.
The guy who owns the place that the fucking book is written about in the first fucking place. Now, mind you, they didn't just study Skinwalker Ranch as a part of AAWSAP. Right? They studied a lot of different things. And actually, one of the UFO things that they originally studied that came out and came to light was the Tic Tac issue.
Okay.
So that actually came out of AAWSAP. So when that video was released, that was released through AAWSAP channels, whereas the other two were released through that fucking Tom DeLonge.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like hey, Tom DeLonge's here. I don't know, I just wanted to use that again. Anyways, so they did a lot of studying. They studied a lot of shit. And they put together 11 separate databases of UAP or UFO cases from around the world in the United States alone. They had all these massive databases, right? Several hundreds of different cases from all over the world and encountered different things that had physiological effects, pathological effects, medical effects. And some of the medical effects apparently were quite serious.
Really?
Yeah. It's really interesting, but like, where are these files at? Like, where's this database?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it probably made its way through AATIP.
Mm-hmm.
AATIP shut down. Made its way to the UAP Taskforce. If you're keeping track, this is the government entities. UAP Taskforce just this year became the Office of AARO, the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. Sorry.
Anomaly Resolution Office.
The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. AARO. And AARO is their own. So, again, for those of you keeping track, this is fucking serious. You can Google this, and it'll have a .gov domain. There is an office within our government right now publicly admitting that their sole purpose
is to figure out what the fuck these things are.
is to figure out what the fuck these things are and to look at UFOs. Our tax money is literally paying for this. So, for those of you who are listening to this, or probably more so the people that aren't listening to this, that, are like, oh, I don't believe in fucking UFOs. Well, listen, the government does.
The government does.
And they're spending your money to study them.
Yes.
Literally. Your tax dollars at work. So, like the stigma needs to go away. Right? Because...
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously something out there.
Just wish we had a little more progress.
To keep pushing forward.
Just keep...
Forward momentum.
Yeah, just keep pushing forward. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy, the different things that AAWSAP actually did. I guess one of the things is they proposed that there's an infectious agent model for the transmission of anomalies from person to person. Right?
Is that fucking zombies?
No.
Damn.
It's ghosts.
Okay.
Basically,
ghosts.
What they would proposed is, and a lot of this went back to Skinwalker Ranch. They said that whatever the phenomenon was would hit. They called it the hitchhiker phenomenon. And so it would attach itself to you and
follow you home,
and then fuck with your family at home too. And
what a dick!
It's such a fucking dick. Just like, you're like chilling at home, and it's like, hey, Skinwalker here. Who ordered the pizza in possession?
Right.
Extra sauce and extra screams. Right on, bro. Oh man, you guys got some tasty za coming your way. Or pineapple. Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
No, I don't.
I only do in one condition, and it's not really relevant because it's one of those local pizza places. So if you happen to be where we are, there's a place called Alfredo's Pizza.
Oh yeah,
and
they got good stuff.
Their sauce is a little spicy.
It is a little spicy.
It's
got a little spice to it.
So my go-to is I do pepperoni, green olive for the salty, and then a little pineapple.
Get a little sweetness.
And then they have the spicy and the salty.
Just balances everything out.
It's really good. It's a really good combo. It's like that. Did you see Tom Hanks's combo thing that he's preaching? His new drink?
No.
Diet cocaine.
Wait. What?
Yeah, diet cocaine.
What's Hanks up to now?
He takes. Yeah. He went on Corbin, what's his name? Stephen Colbert.
Colbert, yeah.
Woo.
Hello.
Colbert. Hello, mother. Hello, father. And he made some, and they tried it.
What is it? What is he mixing?
It's Diet Coke.
Okay.
And champagne.
Whoa. That's quite the combo.
Diet Coke and champagne. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that. The other combo that I saw recently was Oreo. This one's gross. Oreos and sour cream.
No, I saw a couple people doing that on social media, and I'm like, I have no interest. I don't care how good you say it tastes. I'm not trying it.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
It sounds disgusting. I don't even like sour cream, really.
I'm not a big milk person.
No, it's just a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys put this database together. Who knows what happened to it? But after that article, it's like, did the article do good? Yes. Because it blew this shit wide open. Right?
Okay.
We wouldn't have the Office of AARO public. The other nice thing is this Office of AARO office has said that one of their main directives is to be as transparent with the public as they can. So there's
no more secret balloons.
No more secret balloons. No. So what they said they're going to do is they're working on a system right now to be able to be as transparent as they can and show like their findings and like how the process, the science behind their findings, which I think is a good start.
Oh yeah,
I think it's a good start. I think it's good that it's being ran like it is out of the DIA. Is a part of that. I'm really happy it's not a part of the Air Force. It was they tried to be, and they got circumvented. The Air Force got kicked out because they were Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that the people holding all the secrets are the fucking Air Force.
Oh yeah, no, they know lots of shit.
They know
I'm
lots,
sure.
and Space Force now too, because Space Force is the Air Force for all intents and purposes.
Yes,
just got spun
and
out.
it's some people still like straight up make fun of Space Force, and I'm like, no, it's gonna be a really legit thing.
It's already legit thing.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not a joke anymore.
No, it's. I want to let you in on a secret. Space Force was not Trump's idea.
Oh, really?
I'm here to tell you that Space Force was in the name might have been his fucking idea.
Okay,
it's a dumb name.
It's fun.
He was like
Space Force.
You know, we gotta have a Space Force. You know, and then he's it's a fantastic name. It's great. It's the best name, Space Force. But he like, I'm gonna say that thing was. Also, the idea to rip off the Star Trek logo.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that was his idea, too.
I saw something about that.
Yeah. Did you ever see the logo? Did you see what it is? Like, it's a straight-up Star Trek logo ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I love Star Trek. You know, it's a fantastic show. It's great. It's fantastic. I have the worst Trump. I need to work on that.
It works.
It does. It works. I don't think it does.
Even the bad ones work. I don't know.
It works as hard as he did. So, but yeah, no, they're holding all the cards because do you know who's fucking a friend to the UFO movement and the thing is the Navy. The Navy is like, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
but we want to know.
Well, they see them.
They see them
all over the place.
A lot. Because they fly a lot of planes. A lot of people think Navy, ocean. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, the largest air force in the world is the United States Air Force. Do you know what the second largest air force in the world is? The United States Navy. That is true. And so, but the Navy is like, they're like concerned, right? They're like, hey, listen, we're almost hitting these things. Like we don't care if they're aliens or, you know, we just need to know what they are, how they're flying. They're literally in our restricted airspace. Yeah. And we don't know how they got there. We don't know where they're from, where they're going. And they're doing maneuvers that like defy physics. We don't have planes or drones or anything. Because that's a big thing, right? Drones.
Drones are huge.
Drones.
Drones are huge.
Drones. Here's the problem.
Very popular.
You can't fly a drone 60 fucking miles without it like going somewhere. Yeah. And these things are like these ocean, you know, these fucking battle cruisers in the middle of the ocean, you know, 60 miles out from coastline. Where are they launching from? Yeah. Coastline? You're telling me this thing's going to go 120 miles? Get the fuck out of here. Hi.
Now get the fuck out.
I'm your clue. take it. Like, yeah, like, bleh. So, you're an idiot if you think it's fucking drones. It's just dumb. The other thing is too, you don't think that they can tell these pilots who we spend millions of dollars per pilot training them to be professional fucking observers? You telling me that with all the equipment and all the different radars and scanners and sensors and just on the job training and all their experience, they can't tell the difference between a fucking balloon and a seagull?
Yeah.
And a potential aircraft? Like, what? What? Last I checked, a drone also can't go fucking Mach 20 and stop on a dime.
Yeah.
I have a drone license. I fly drones.
I don't know that much about drones.
Well, I can tell you one thing.
But it doesn't sound like a drone could do that.
Oh, speaking of sound, these things have none. There's incidences where people are on these ships talk about standing on the fucking deck, and these things are so close that they could throw it and hit it with a baseball.
But they're making no noise.
No noise. And let me tell you what, drones make noise. Fun story. Mm-hmm. I was in Rhode Island one time, and I was at a beach motel. Okay. Actually, I think you're laughing because you think of a different story than what I'm going to tell.
Okay.
But I was staying at one of these places, and I had a little DJI drone. And these things, if you've never been around a drone, guys, they're loud.
They're very loud.
They're loud, and they have a very specific sound. And this is where this is funny, because it's
like a buzzing. It's a buzzing.
So I'm standing outside. It's like a motel, so there's not like hallways, right? Every door is to outside, right? So it's just all the rooms and stuff outside. And so I'm flying this thing, and a guy, I swear to God, kicks open his door, runs outside, and goes, "Holy shit, bees!" and takes off. He thought my drone was a swarm of bees, and he was allergic.
Holy fuck.
And so he thought there was a swarm of bees, and he
was running for his life.
He was running for his life.
Oh
and I'm just sitting there like, do I chase him? Or
no.
I didn't. But yeah, that's a true story.
It buzzes like bees. It sounds like bees.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
In case you were wondering, the story she was laughing at is a few years prior to that. I also went out to Rhode Island. Same place, actually. Same place. And I had a drone that I was up over the ocean filming some beautiful things.
It looked amazing.
It was nice. I was live streaming it too to add insult to injury. And I'm pretty sure, because I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure there was a fisherman there who cast out and got his line caught in my rotor, causing it to go straight down to the ocean, and I never saw it again. And
it disappeared.
It was gone. I was sad, but so I don't know. That's a fun, sad story.
The poor drone.
So AARO exists today, and they're collecting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reports. Like, guys, it's only getting more and more. It's getting more and more intense, and people are demanding more and more answers. There's a lot of things out there that you may think are more important. There's famine, there's war, there's the Kardashians.
People are taking out their buccal fat now.
What?
They're getting their buccal fat sucked out.
What?
They're sucking up the buccal fat.
Sucking out the buccal? What? I've never heard of this.
It's like the fat, like right here, like that can turn into jowls. It's in your face, like on either side of your mouth. And they're getting it sucked out. So you have like that sucked in, like very defined
That's called the buccal fat?
The buccal fat.
I'm not going to lie to you. As you said that, yes. I imagined like a fat Texan with a huge belt buckle and like them taking it off and then like just lipoing behind where the belt is. So the buckle will like recede into the beer belly. Yeah. So it's like flush.
So you don't have the hangover.
You don't have the hangover. It's flush.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I imagined when you said the buckle fat.
Sucking the buckle fat.
I didn't think face. Not once.
No, but it's the new fad face thing. A lot of people are getting it done.
Yeah, so it's shit like that. It's important, So they say. I mean, and a lot of this is important, right? Like, I mean, war is important. We shouldn't have it. And, you know, poverty, it's very important. People need to eat. But, I mean, think about this. Let's just say, humor me for a minute. Let's just say this stuff is real. Let's just say that there are other life forms in the universe that are coming down and watching us. Think about what the implications of that mean. I mean, beyond yourself, right? 1, we're no longer alone. 2, we're definitely not the smartest creatures alive.
Nope.
3, what does this mean for religion?
Good question.
4, how much has the government known this whole time and have been straight up lying to us? 5, is this where the microwave came from? Pretty sure.
Came from somewhere.
Came from somewhere. There's a lot of questions, and we're not here to really give you the answers, but we're here to help you think about the questions. You know? And it's really important. If aliens were real, and UFOs are real, and this stuff is real, this is the biggest news story in the history of the human race. There is nothing bigger. Nothing.
And the alternative is boring.
It's true. It's true. But there is literally nothing bigger out there than this. And that's why it really boggles my mind when people dismiss this so easily. And they're like, oh, whatever, it's funny. And like right now, someone will listen to this and they'll be like, you know, this is really moving and you got the music behind you and I can hear the passion in your voice. That's all cute and games, but you know, fucking whatever. What's going on RuPaul's drag show tonight? Like, I just ask you to take it just for 30 seconds. It's just serious and think about it. Think about the world. Think about how big the universe is. Think about how small we are.
We're so tiny.
And in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty ignorant to think we're the only living smart thing out there. It's pretty ignorant. It's a pretty big world out there. It's an even bigger universe, ladies and gentlemen. And we're only scratching the surface.
Barely begun.
Barely begun. And we have some really, really great stories coming up for you about how this phenomenon has affected people way more intensely than you or me. I mean, this has changed people's lives. It's just rocked them. For us, it's fun and games to think about aliens and signs and Men in Black and, you know.
Fire in the sky.
Well, fire in the sky is different, isn't it? Because what Men in Black and Signs and Independence Day have that's different is those are just made up stories. Those are just people telling fun stories. Fire in the Sky is based on a gentleman named Travis Walton who had an encounter, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most intense encounters ever. And we're going to get to him. We have him scheduled. Well, not him, but we have his story scheduled.
That's what I'm looking forward to because that movie has one of the most terrifying alien abduction scenes.
Yeah. So, to people like Travis Walton, this is a fucking serious thing. You know, so maybe when you're just out and about, you know, you're out partying or whatever, and you're looking up in the night sky, you know, think about it. You know, is that an airplane up there? Is that a Starlink satellite?
Is it a secret balloon?
Is it a secret balloon? You know, is it the International Space Station? That's up there. There's a lot of satellites. There's a lot of stuff up there.
A lot of space junk.
But maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else. But you know what, guys? We're going to keep asking that question. And we're going to get into these stories. And we thank you for sticking along with us. You know, you guys have been great. I can't believe you've hung on for 6 straight weeks so far. But thank you for that. And we are only just getting started with this. We're only scratching the surface. So keep a lookout on the Twitter and on the Facebook and the Instagram. check out the website, UFOsnap.com. We have a little store up there. You can buy some UFO junk. Everything helps. We may or may not have a Patreon at this point.
Yeah.
But hey, just visit UFOsnap.com and everything is there. That'll point you to all the directions. But seriously, the biggest support is just listening and sharing and appreciating and interacting and all that. And I can't think.
Just hanging out with us.
Just hanging out and
talking about aliens and having a good time.
Just having a good time, but taking it a little serious.
Yes.
That's all we ask. Take it a little serious. And I mean, hey, 6 episodes in, you're taking it a little serious with us. So, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it very, very much. So until next time, I'm Jake.
I'm Lindsay.
Stay elevated, my friends. Goodbye!